everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a DIY Dollar Tree Rustic Country Farmhouse Christmas lights. Super easy. You're going to need this string of lights from the Dollar Tree. And then I picked up some of the burlap. I got some in the autumn and I got some in the spring. I've got a red, a green, and a neutral. You're also going to need your cutting device. This is one of those DIYs, guys, bear with me, where I'm like, why am I even teaching you this? I should just post it on Tumblr or something. But just the tips that I've come up with. This string of lights is only 5 feet long, but it does have 20 lights. So you always want to make sure that your lights work before you go through any of this trouble. So you got to plug them in and make sure they light up. So the formula that I came up with is because the lights end with a light bulb. They don't end with a green string after the light bulb. So there's actually, with the 20 lights, there's 21 spaces. So what we've done is I've come up with cutting 7-inch pieces of burlap and cutting each piece of burlap into thirds. So I've just taken my ruler and I found where the row is at the 7-inch mark, and that's not a science. It's, you guys can go ahead and do as short or as long. Well, you want to be long enough so at least you tie it around there, but you guys want to go longer, you can. You also can make this with other materials. You can make it with ribbons. If you find some really cute ribbons that you like, go ahead and tie ribbons around there. You just want to make sure the fullness is really the look you're after. So if you use ribbons and they're thinner, use more between each light bulb. The other thing I was thinking about was, if you saw my candy cane DIY, there was some really, really cute plaid flannels in there and cottons. That would look so cute for a, what do they call it? Not vintage farmhouse, like a folk art. No, that's not right either. Primitive, that was it, primitive art. So if you had like a primitive look, that country primitive look, then you can go ahead and do those. Would look super cute too. And as a matter of fact, after talking to Jim, I think I'm going to make one of those too. But I just wanted to show you, I actually counted the spaces in the burlap, which you guys don't have to get so crazy. That's just me trying to be as perfectionist as possible. There was, I'll tell you, there was 19 spaces. So I made like 6, 7, and 6 when I cut it. So it just be as even as possible. And the green and the red were pretty straight cut burlaps, and I think that they don't fray as much as the neutral because of the paint and the dye. I think the dye holds it together a little bit better. The neutral sometimes frays. So, but I like that. I think it adds to that homemade, primitive, old, antique-y looking look. All right, and I'm just showing you, go ahead and cut up all your pieces. And that's what I did. I cut up all my pieces first. I found that to be the easiest way. All right, and I cut up all the green and all the red. And this was straight from Pinterest, this inspiration, straight from Pinterest. Again, I had seen it in catalogs previous years, but most recently I saw that it on Pinterest, and I've had it pinned to my board for 2 winters now, I think. But I just want to go ahead and decide to make it. Really, what it is I found the burlaps finally. I found the red and green, and I held on to them from the autumn. And you want to do the same thing with the neutral. And my formula of cutting into thirds and 7 and 21 pieces, you don't have to do that. You guys, like I said, do your own thing. Make this as personal as possible. And again, this is a great craft to do with the kids. Any kid who can tie a knot. You want to just be careful with the natural burlap, because as you pull it, like I said, the green and the red, the dye kind of holds the weave together, but the natural, if you pull too hard or you're holding onto it too tight, you can slide pieces right off. So through the magic of YouTube, I used to say through the magic of television, right? I have all of my pieces cut, all of the strips. Now, I like a pattern. You guys don't have to create a pattern if you don't want to. But, you know, I'm into patterns. So what I decided to do was, from right to left, was beige, red, and green, beige, red, and green, and I just repeated. And I have 3 strips between each light bulb. And that was the perfect amount of fullness for me on this. And like I said, if you have kids and you want to do this with them, I think this is a great project for them. What I've done is after I tied the first set down, I took some of my two pieces of Scotch tape, and I just taped the ends together because this light set does want to keep pulling itself back into its factory mode. So I just used that to spread it out so I didn't have to keep dealing with the lights. That's just another tip that I came up with. And then I just worked from the tip end to the plug end, and I just repeated. And once again, through the magic of YouTube, we're at the end of our strand of lights, or just getting towards the end of our strand of lights. The one little tip that I wanted to share with you guys, or another little tip I wanted to share with you guys, is once I'm all done, just like when we go to the Dollar Tree and we buy glittery stuff, I've given you the piece of advice to shake it out at the Dollar Tree. Let it be their mess, not yours. Leave some of the fallout there. Go ahead and shake these lights and get all the little bits of strings left over. Shake them right out for you. And then, there you go, see, like that. And then clean it up. And that's it. So I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. If you do, give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And don't forget to share this video with friends and family. Anybody you know who'd be interested in making these with their family. And if you haven't yet, click subscribe and join the family. And when you do, a little bell will pop up. A little bell will pop up. And when you ring that bell, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a video. And as always, you take care. God bless. See you next time. Merry Christmas. Bye.